Sleeping Larry here. Well, we're back for some more Mario Brothers. Finally back in the Mushroom Kingdom. With the classic Super Mario Brothers 3. Arguably one of the best Mario Brothers games ever made. For me, it's very closely tied with Super Mario World. I'd say depending on the level of challenge I'm looking for on that given day. When I'm looking for a little bit more of a challenge, it's definitely this one. Now mind you, although I would consider this one more challenging than Super Mario World for sure, it is nothing like the last two. Especially since they're much more forgiving on the lives. And of course, as usual, I have the CRT shader going to smooth out the pixel art, as that is what the type of hardware that you originally would have played this on would have been. You know, it's not enough to just have the normal Nintendo, you want the CRT look as well. It definitely smooths out a lot of the jagged pixels. And even the bleeding effect that CRTs had provided quite a few benefits for pixel art. As I mentioned before, Dracula's eyes in Symphony of the Night is a famous example. But even with Mario here, you can see how it's much smoother. If you watch a playthrough of this done on an HD TV without any sort of shaders or anything used, you'll definitely notice that difference. Mario's hat especially, you know. Look at how nice and round his belly looks with the CRT shaders on. That's perfect. So just like with my last Mario Brothers playthroughs, I will avoid using any warps for this one. And if I ever revisit this in the form of doing Super Mario Brothers All-Stars, when I do the games in there, I will use the warp zones. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna necessarily beat every single level. When I have a choice of one or the other, I'll take one or the other generally. But I'm not going to use a warp to skip worlds. You know, racking up lots of lives before we get to World 8, not always a bad thing anyway. World 8 can have some actually kind of punishing levels, to be frank. Once you get past the initial ships and the boat and stuff. I guess the first airship level is where it starts picking up initially. Oh, I got one from every category there. Here's our first midpoint castle. Where we get to face terrifying mini boss known as Boom Boom. Now the funny thing is, if you did let him run around, he can be a bit more intimidating than if you just time your jumps on him perfectly. Doing that diminishes any threat. Including, you know, the later ones that will fly and so on. In some later mid-castles, he does grow wings and fly around the room if you let him. However, all you have to do is let him... Oh, look, see, I was a bit early that time. But when he goes, wait till he goes in his shell and then basically pop back over towards him. And he'll pop back out just as you're gonna land on his head. Now, what happened to me there was I started to jump on him a tiny bit before he actually went into his shell. That was my mistake. So I lost my raccoon tail. I can't get the one up above, but at least we can gather some more coins. The rest of the level doesn't have much. We're going through little tiny corridors underground. Okay, I can be up here listening to the happy cloud music collecting coins. And then I only got one little part left. Now it can actually be beneficial, whoops. Instead of sliding into that turtle, you just jump on it and take the shell with you and slide it into that piranha. I didn't take my own advice, and as you can see the results of not listening to my own advice. Figure I'd make up for it by using the turtle shell trick there. Why not? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got a little squirrely. I think that one is a 1-up. That's why I was very careful not to destroy those blocks. Because in this Mario, you never know which way the item is going to come out of the block and start traveling. Now with the original Mario Brothers, it's always going to come out and go the way you're traveling, which is to the right. Since you couldn't go backwards. This one is the first one where they introduced the ability to go backwards, I believe. I think even in 2 USA you couldn't go backwards. But therefore they decided to also make the items able to go either way. Ah. Nothing. Terrible matching job on my end. Nice. Yeah, sometimes you can find items at these Hammer Brothers bonus stages. Second Toad Hose, hopefully something better than a mushroom this time. Nice. Gotta like the leaf. The only thing better would be the Tanuki suit. Oh, it's terrible. That Kang has been transformed. I won't try and do my Toad voice, don't worry. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. Right away, Toad, sir. I assume Toad outranks Mario. There, then. Mario is just the royal plumber, after all. So what's the idea with this game, do you figure? Do you think this is all just a stage play of the first Mario game, or what's going on here? What's up with the curtains, you know? Why is there a curtain and it seems like it's a stage play at the beginning? But I'd like to know. It's some sort of metaphor? Is this whole conflict just fake? Good questions to ask yourself. Oh yes, and in this one, I think this might be the first one, like, we won't count Mario 2 USA, but this might be the first one where if you get hit, instead of going back to being Little Mario, you just lose your power-up. You go back one. I think this might be the first one for that. I say USA doesn't count because I had a whole different health point system owing to the fact that it was Doki Doki Panic. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess, by the way. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. P-Wing Jewel. Lovely. And we're in the second world. Desert. Becomes a common trope for the second world to be a desert. Mario games. Seem like that anyway. The 2D ones, that is. Except for world, you're in a whole different world there, you know? Yoshi's Island and stuff. I guess one of the cool things about World really is how, you know, you did have overarching themes, but also the levels could vary widely from level to level. Even though, like, they might both be in Donut Plains or something. Where you'd find a secret pipe or exit, and then next thing you know, you're going from Donut Plains to a secret level in, you know, Vanilla Dome or whatever it's called. Ah, I thought that might have been a POW block for some reason. I have yet to get multiple lives on this. Usually I can nail a star every time, but I'm not timing my jump so well at the end here right now. Speaking of timing, now we're gonna have a level with an angry sun coming up here soon. That might have a special icon though for that level. Can't quite remember. Tempting to run after that, but it would just be like a slug through the water probably. Oh! Get away from me, fishy. I don't wanna revert from Super Mario back to regular Mario. Yeah, so you have to jump pretty much as soon as you enter that P state. Obviously I jumped way too late there to ever get the star. Good old thwomps. This always blew my mind when I first saw that, you know, because in any other Mario, or the previous Mario games I should say, you went down a pipe, you were changing screens. This time it was like, whoa, the screen extends upwards? How could the level be that big, you know? Or how could the pipe not lead to a different screen? Or it was an event. And here we are, back at Boom Boom. So you wait till he goes in the shell, then jump back at him. Now we can access this mushroom house down here. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Just don't rip me off with the mushroom again now. Of course. Jinx myself. I jinxed it. I think might be a power up on this one. Yeah. Ha, how's that for memory? Oh, and a star. Forgot about that one, though. I'm like, whoa, why am I jumping weird? It's because I'm actually in flight mode now. Those guys can be intimidating. They jump so freaking high. Now we just stand here and collect some coin. Let the turtle do the work for us, like some kind of greedy capitalist bastard. Here we go. Now let's see, I'll get a star. Just because. Just to show that I can do it. Gotta prove to myself more than anything, you know? Oh, and here's another matching game again. Oh, where did I see that one? Down here? I know I picked that same flower already, didn't I? Okay, and this corner was something else. Ha. E. Oh! Right? Ah. Alright, well we get some items out of it. Might as well use one of the stars on this guy. Because otherwise you just get a build-up of stars. And eventually you can only hold so many items there. And then you start losing the ones on the... I think it's the ones on the end that you lose. I'm not even sure. So, better to just like make sure you get rid of the items you don't actually want that much. That's what I recommend. My humble, non-pro gamer opinion. Here's the angry sun I was talking about. And then there's one more level, I believe, with him in it. Also, that's in World 8 though. Mushroom star mushroom. That's what we're rolling with. So there is turtles to my right if I break that brick there. That rock, and that's how you can get a warp whistle over there. But I'm not gonna break that one. I'm gonna save the hammer for something else. I do want to make room for me to run. Let's go up here. A nice little coin-filled area. Just a few coins. No, not too many. That was horrid. Horrid, I say. There we go. That's pretty much all of them. Too bad I didn't keep my... Oh, and then I fucked up right there. Oh well. It was up right at the end. And I didn't get the star because of the boomerang, brother. Ah, now Mario's going delving in an ancient pyramid. Now, I do love the All-Stars version of this, but I will say I always miss these textures. Especially this, like, strange cave wall texture. I don't know why, I just love this texture. And I love how in this version you can tell that there's a hidden block here because those two dots are white instead of yellow like the rest of the background dots. There we go, got a bunch of coins there. Good thing about having the tails, you don't have to rely on their shells to break your way through. Of course, he stole our tail from us. But we got a star. A useless star. What's this guy? Probably gives us... This guy will give us the hammer, actually. I think I already know that. Might as well do this and see if I can earn myself a life. Aha. Not yet. So far I keep getting one of each. Oh, and this time he's turned into a silkworm thing. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find a magic wand so we can change him back. Green wood on this one. I think this one needs a lumber replacement. Maybe the poop decks just need to be swapped. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Can't say I'm educated on the airship / nautical terms. Now, firepower would be nice to get to the boss with. Blast him. Blast one of Bowser's children back to Kingdom Come with her fire. Those guys can get annoying later. I don't know who this is. Roy, maybe? Or Morton. Roy or Morton. I can't tell. I think Roy was always red, but normal Nintendo, those rules don't necessarily apply. Or NES, whatever you call it. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Greetings. You can stomp on your enemies using Goomba shoes. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Using Goomba's shoe. I can stomp on enemies. My shoe's not good enough? I see. Oh, and now we're in the water world. Excellent. So, it looks like in the next episode we'll be doing some swimming. See you then.